April 27, 1805. During the tail end of the First Barbary War, also known as the Tripolitanian or Barbary Coast War, the Battle of Derna began. The First Barbary War was the first overseas war conducted by the United States, who fought alongside Sweden against the pirates from the nations of Tripoli, Algiers, Tunis, and Morocco, also known collectively as the Barbary States, from 1801 to 1805. In 1804, Army Lieutenant William Eaton was given permission by Thomas Jefferson to back the claim of Hamat Karamanli, who claimed he was the rightful heir to the throne of Tripoli after being deposed by his brother Yusuf, who murdered his older brother by shooting him in front of his mother. When Eaton returned to the Mediterranean, he sought out Hamet in Egypt, where he was in exile, and made a proposal to put him back on the throne. Hamet accepted. On March 6, 1805, Eaton and a small detachment of 8 Marines led by First Lieutenant Presley O'Bannon led a force of approximately 400 Arab, Turkish, and Greek mercenaries on a 500-mile hike from Alexandria, Egypt, across the Libya-North African desert to their objective of Derna, capital of the Ottoman Empire province of Cyrenaica, which is considered modern-day East Libya. The morning of April 26th, Eaton sent a letter to Mustafa Bey, the governor of Derna.
Dear Mustafa, governor of Derna, my men and I were wondering if we could have safe passage through your city and maybe have some additional supplies. Sincerely, Lieutenant William Eaton.
You've got mail.
Though he was pretty sure he knew the response, the governor reportedly responded with,
Dear Mr. Eaton, my head or yours? Sincerely, Mustafa Bey.
Very well then.
The attack on the city began at 2:45 p.m. on April 27th, and by 4 o'clock, the entire city guarded by 4,000 men had fallen. Only 2 Americans were killed and 3 were wounded, while only 9 of the mercenaries were killed or wounded during the attack. The casualties of the defenders are still unknown. Yusuf, who was in Tripoli to the west, sent reinforcements to Derna, but by the time his men got there, the city had already fallen. After several failed attempts to retake the city, Eaton planned to march on to attack Tripoli by land, but was stopped during his march in order to go back to Egypt, after a treaty was signed between Yusuf and the U.S. Department of State. The Battle of Derna was the first land battle of the United States on foreign soil since the Revolutionary War. The attack on Derna was the event that was the inspiration for the lyrics of To the Shores of Tripoli in the Marines' hymn.
Cujo 2-1, this is Vulture, Solid copy. Brief. We are in contact with Stalker 2, a Marine recon platoon north of the MSR. They blasted 3 T-72s in the area. I need you to push 16 clicks north of MSR knife to map grid 257, 79 or